What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Penley Holmes, that singer-songwriter in pursuit of a wild dream. I'm back with another video today, and I don't know how I feel today. I'm just checking in. I don't have a topic. I don't have anything important to tell you. I went out to this event last night. I think I spoke about it in the video where I went to Tonic. They were having just like this little event, and it was cool. It was cool. I showed up. I was supposed to do a vlog, and I worked all day, and I knocked the video out during work. And I just decided, like, oh no, I'm good, you know. And it was this really cool event, you know. Like, not a lot of people showed up, and I guess that's why I didn't want to film it, but it was still a really beautiful moment to be there. The owners were there, and I got to talk to them and hear about their story, and I really wanted to hear about their story, and I wanted to capture that, and I wanted to share it with you guys. But it's just like, I guess like the turnout wasn't everything I thought it would be, and for some reason I still decided not to show up, you know. And then I got home and I thought about it, and it was just like how cool the night was. Like, it was just, sometimes when you trying to create this a big ceremony, this big thing, you know, it's like I don't know, you just want it to be more. You have expectations, you know. Let go of your expectations sometimes. And because I had expectations, I didn't pull out my camera, I guess. But the night was still beautiful. It was still intimate. It was still, for me, it was still magical, you know. It was still, Joe played with his brother, and I haven't seen him play in a while. They were sharing songs, and the owners were pouring drinks, and non-alcoholic drinks, by the way. Their Tonic bottle shop it's non-alcoholic, like, bar, essentially. And it's just like they have all these mock liquors and tequilas. If you didn't watch that episode, go back and watch it. My episode I did on Tonic, and it was just really cool. I spent a lot of time talking to the owners, and it's just like it was a moment where I could have really dug in with the owners about what they're doing with Tonic and what they're doing with their other restaurant. And it's just like I completely missed it because I intentionally decided not to show up. And that's why I wanted to make this video. It's just like, I don't have anything important to tell you today. I just wanted to show up. It's like, I broke the habit last night of showing up. You know, I made a commitment saying that I was going to go there, and then I was going to do this vlog and, you know, support my friends. I still showed up and supported my friends, so I guess I should be happy about that. And the night was just still beautiful. It's just like I didn't capture it, and I said I was going to capture it. I said I was going to do a vlog, and it would have been so easy to do a vlog. I could have gone around and talked to more people. There were so many moments to capture. I could have paid more time to the drinks and got you all a better understanding of what Tonic is, instead of just my on the cuff series that I did the other day in the vlog. And it's just like, maybe in your life, like, there's things that you keep saying you're going to do, and you just decide to not show up for yourself. And it's just like, people use Duolingo, you know. And I think Duolingo is such a bad way to learn a language, because it's just like, it's basically a game, you know. You're not really learning, you're just trying to maintain this streak. And that's why I brought it up. It's like, people use Duolingo to, like, maintain the streak, and then it's like they break the streak, and it's just like they stop their whole language learning journey, you know. And it's like, last night I broke my streak, but it's just like, today I was thinking, it's like, I don't even have anything to say, you know. But I still wanted to turn on the camera and talk to you guys, because, like, this YouTube thing, it actually means something to me. You guys, all 10 of you who are watching, you mean something to me, you know. It's like, doing this every day has just become something that I never imagined, you know. Before I was just trying to make videos, and now it's just like I have a deeper understanding of what I'm trying to do here with this YouTube channel. It's all about, my whole life is connection. And I say this many times, sometimes at shows, and it's just like, I exist for you, you know. I want to help you achieve the best possible version of yourself that you can achieve, because that's what I'm trying to achieve for myself. The best possible life, the best possible version of myself that I can become. And that's why I decided to learn Spanish. It's like, I never want to be stuck in this pattern. It's like, there's these people who rent rooms in my life, in my life. Yeah, they rent rooms in my mind too, because I'm always thinking about them and like giving them space in my mind. They rent rooms in my house, and I can just see all the ways how they chose the easier path and landed in the situation that they're in to have to live there, you know? I can just, it's like this morning it was snowing, and it's just like, rewind a little bit. This is the first time I've seen snow in 3 years, actually. The first time I had to shovel snow in 3 years. I woke up, I didn't even know it was going to snow. I never checked the weather. Never. I don't watch TV. I don't have the news. I'm not checking the weather app. And I woke up and it was just like probably like 6 inches of snow. Maybe it was just 4. And I had to shovel snow. You know, I ran down to my room, grabbed the shovel, and I started shoveling. And it's just like, before I had moved to Florida, it's like, I remember before it would snow, it's like the one guy, he won't even shovel like his car. He'll just like try to drive over the snow, you know? So everybody else is inside sleeping, and it's just snowing. And, you know, I just shoveled my car out, shoveled the van out. And it's just like, they're so comfortable with their life the way it is, you know? It's, you know, like, they're just so used to it. And it's just like, smoking cigarettes, you know, they can't leave the house to smoke a cigarette. Like, they won't even step out on the front porch because they're that afraid of the discomfort. And it's just like, I wasn't always aware of it, you know? People want an easy life. And it's just like, to a certain degree, I also want an easy life. But it's just like, once it gets too comfortable, something in me just doesn't sit right, you know? It's like, I remember when I was going through my breakup with the second love of my life, who taught me so many things. I think about her every time it snows, you know, because she was the first person to take me skiing. Real quick short story, because I forgot already what I wanted to share about why I even brought her up. But she took me skiing, and my very first time skiing, she took me all the way to the top of the mountain. My very first time. And we didn't even realize it. She didn't realize it. I didn't know. I'd never been skiing before, you know. It's just like, I'm just riding up this ski lift thinking it's cool, you know, just thinking there's somebody up there who's going to teach me how to get down the mountain. And it's just like, she already knew how to ski. And we got there, and it's just like, she showed me how to put the skis on. Like, we were just gonna go ski down the mountain. It's like, every step of the way I'm just falling. It's like, so I had no choice but to learn. And it's like, she taught me so many things. I was gonna say something about, so I learned how to ski in one day, essentially. Halfway down the mountain, I stopped falling and I figured it out. I just figured it out. And then we got down to the bottom of the mountain, and we had to walk past the bunny hill to get onto the ski lifts. And it was just funny, because to me it was funny. It's just like, we walked right past the bunny hill, like the place, the little tiny hill where you're supposed to learn, get your skills up before you go to the top of the mountain. You know, I went straight to the top of the mountain and learned how to ski. And it's just like, I would never want to have it any other way, you know? I'm glad I learned that way, because I'm sure that I learned faster because I had to get down the mountain. There was no other choice. And it's just like, I remember now, if I would have been on the bunny hill, you know, I'd have just been comfortable, you know? I'm like, oh, this is easy, this is cute, this is fun. I would have got to the hill eventually, but I learned faster just because she took me to the top of the hill. It was unintentional, but she took me there. And it's like, I remember we broke up. This was the last time we broke up, and I was just trying to tell her, I was trying to convince her again to stay with me. Just checking the time here. To stay with me. And she's like, we just fight too much, it shouldn't be this hard. And it's just like, I was older than her, so I knew. I was like, no relationship is perfect. Like, this perfect relationship that you're imagining, it doesn't exist, And I remember at some point in it, I don't know why I remember this, but I do. And it's just like, I would never want anything to be easy. The easiest things to do are boring. And she's like, yeah, I guess so. I was like, why would you want it to be easy? I was like, we could work on this, and then eventually it'll become easy, but there's always going to be difficult moments. And it's just like, I say that to say that I feel like sometimes people, watching these people in the house, like, they chase the illusion of an easy life. And it's just like, it doesn't really exist, Drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, your health is declining, eating food out of cans, it's just out of cans, it's like, there's real green beans, you don't gotta buy your green beans and eat them from a can. It's just, I don't know. I'm not judging them, but it's just like, they are part of the situation that I'm dealing with. And again, I'm going to go into detail about everything. It's all going to be in my book, The Pursuit, My Purest Intention. That's the name of the book. And it's just this like, it's this whole situation that I got myself entangled to. And I prefer to live alone, but right now I'm living with people. And I've grown so much from living in this house, it's from everything that I've had to deal with. And I know that life is just preparing me for something much better, much greater. But I had to go through this experience before I could receive my blessing, before I could receive and appreciate the better, the goodness that's going to come to me. And it goes back to the same thing that I'm trying to say. It's just like, why would you want it to be easy? You can't appreciate the complex things in life. You can't appreciate the easy things without dealing with the complex things, and then it lets you see how easy things can be, and it's just, that's in a nutshell, that's what I want to say. It's just like, I'm always going to be growing, and it's sad. It's sad in a way, because some people don't want to see you grow, not because they don't want you to grow, they just don't want you to leave them behind. And it's just, I live in this place in my life where I'm like leaving all these people behind, and it's just this like, they can see it, and it's just hard for everyone. But it's like, I'm never going to stop growing, never. So last night, when I went to the open mic, or the show, or the event, we'll just call it an event, because it wasn't really a show. It became a show, but it was supposed to be an open mic, but not a lot of whole people showed up. I was like one of the only musicians who showed up with my guitar, but it turned into this intimate, beautiful experience. And I remember I just kept thinking, it's like, there was 2 artists there. Joe had all his artwork showed, posted on the walls, and the other guy showed up, and he was just selling stuff and talking, and it could have been this beautiful YouTube moment that I could have captured and shared for my channel, and taught you guys more about the Green Vita story, the tonic story, because it's a really beautiful story once I got to understand it and hear the owner telling me about it. And she took her time, like, explaining it to me, Jackie and Wilson. Really kind, very kind, gentle people. It was a pleasure to speak to you last night, if for some reason you see this video. And I'll take you guys, my viewers, to Green Vita one day, because I hope to see them again and do more videos with them, because what they're doing is really special. But it's like, there were moments I was like fighting with myself. It's like, I have my camera in the car. It's usually with me, and I was just like keeping track of the time here. I was like, yeah, I should go get my camera, I should go just do the vlog. I should just go do it. Would have been, sometimes I just have to make the decision to do it. It's like, I read this book by Robbins. I love Mel Robbins. It's called, I don't know what it's called. It might be the 5-3-2-1 rule or something like that. But that's the main point of this story. It's like you count down in your head 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then whatever it is you have to do, you just go do it. You stop waiting. And it's like that book changed my life too. It's like I've gotten so much done because of that rule. And I thought about it, but I just never initiated the countdown, because sometimes I want to be present in the moment, I still want to be present in the moment. And I was just really enjoying the moment, being there with Joe and Bill and Tom and Jackie and Wilson and talking. And it was just like, it wasn't a busy night, so it got to slow down and it became more intimate. Bill was explaining the story behind each song, and it was a really slow night. And we're not drinking alcohol, so everybody is conscious, everybody's present, but we all still have these little drinks, and it's still just like a social event. And it was really cool. If you ever get a chance to experience an event like that, it's interesting because alcohol turns it up a level for sure, but it's like alcohol takes the presence away from the moment. And it's like all of us there, we were just sober people, but we all still had drinks and we were still doing the same thing, but we were just shared a moment of consciousness. And I'm probably getting off track, even though I don't have a topic for this video. My whole point is that I didn't show up last night for you guys. I didn't show up last night for myself. And I'm upset about that. But at the same time, it inspired me to show up today, even though I don't have a topic. And at the same time, reflecting back, that's why your reflection in hindsight, they say, is 20/20. Reflecting back, I can see how sometimes it's not about the capture. Sometimes you have to step away from the camera, step away from the Instagram story, step away from it all to bring it back to presence. Your presencia is tan importante. The present moment, it's a real thing. And it's like sometimes we forget to live in it, because we just want to capture it. It's like driving to work this morning. I'm not always on Instagram. I'm really not. But it's just like the snow when it's freshly fallen. Right now the sun's out and it's melting all the snow. And, but this morning it was just beautiful. It was cloudy. The snow was just falling. The roads were clear though, because they had just plowed. And it's like, I got to put this story on my Instagram because I haven't seen snow in 3 years. It's kind of amazing because I actually had the chance to appreciate it a little more instead of just hating it. The fact that I had to shovel, I enjoyed it this time because I don't have to do it every winter. I haven't done it in 3 years. I haven't seen snow in 3 years. I haven't touched the snow in 3 years. I haven't felt snow in 3 years because I was always living in Florida. And it's like, this is my first winter with snow. And it's just like, I had to step out of the present moment to put the story on Instagram because I still have friends in Florida. Now I have friends in other countries. And it's just like, this is like the beauty of snow. Like before everyone's driven through it, before it's like the days after and it's like starting to turn brown and it's melting and it's ugly, but it's just like life has its own little way of just creating beauty, frosting little things, and then it just comes out and sun melts it all the way. And it's just like, here's a moment I just wanted you to enjoy, just a little regalito, a little gift, and I guess I want to say is create a habit of showing up for yourself. Sometimes it's okay to break the habit to be present in the moment. Don't force anything, flow with it. And I guess that's what I did last night is I flowed. Like I didn't have to create a video. In any sense, I feel like I created a better connection with everyone there because I didn't have this camera on, creating this pressure for people to act a certain way because they're being filmed and recorded, and everyone was just present, I'm sure there will be other moments and opportunities where I can create that vlog for you guys. And I didn't do it last night, but that was my intention when I went there. But instead, I just hung out. I bought some non-alcoholic drinks to enjoy at another point. after I get off work, and it's just I got to connect with the owners, and that was really cool. I love Tonic. I love what they're doing. I love Greed Vita. I love what they're doing there too. It's a really powerful, gentle movement. I'll just say that. And I know this video was a little long. I'm trying to keep them shorter, but I just wanted to talk today. Sometimes I just want to talk. Thank you so much for listening. I love you too. I do. I love you. I really do. All 13 of you. My name is Bentley Holmes. I'm a singer-songwriter in pursuit of a wild dream. And I just want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it. If you want to learn more about me, subscribe. Or check me out on my website. It's pentleyholmes.com. And if you want to get in touch with me, slide on over to my Instagram and hit that email button, or slide in my DMs and send me a message. Say, hey, bro, I watched your video. I'll get back to you at some point. I'm not on there every day, but thank you again for being here with me. Muchas gracias por estar aquí conmigo. Espero que te veo en un otro episodio. Ciao, ciao.